Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 3 of our very first time trying out the campaign in early access for Ultimate General American Revolution. It is July of 1775. I wanted to show you all something. By the way, if you have not seen the first 2 episodes of this series, there's a link in the description that will take you back to episode 1. But a lot of people have been asking questions about what's available in the campaign so far, whether there's a British campaign, those sorts of things. So they do have a roadmap on their website of kind of the development plans. So right now we have the U.S. campaign 1775-76. So apparently it only goes through 76. Next they're going to develop 76-77. Then we're going to get a British 75-76 campaign, the campaign for the U.S. through 78, and so on and so forth. You can see it in front of you there. And eventually the full campaigns will be developed for both sides. So that's kind of where we are right now. It's just the U.S. campaign. So there will be British campaign. There will be extended campaign for both sides as time goes on. But back to our side now. Right now I'm just kind of trying to hang on while we develop things like units that are better than just militia. And getting some more officers so we can get some more men in the field. I have temporarily replaced my research on Continental Army, which will get us Fusiliers, in favor of officer recruitment to get 7 more officers. So we're going to get that very soon, or not 7 more officers, 3 more officers, so that we can get some more units in the field. In the meantime, my immediate focus is to retake New Haven. So we're going to send a couple of units down here to deal with the British down there. All right, here we go. We're going to try to annihilate these guys if we can. I don't want to have to keep dealing with them on the battlefield. Oh, no. Don't you get away. They're going to run. I'm not going to have the chance to even do anything. We fired 1 shot, and they're like, we're out of here. We're going to try to pursue, but yeah, they're too fast. No chance. All right, we've retaken New Haven. I'm going to go ahead and just sit tight for a little while now. So I've had a few people suggest to me that my complaints about how the army moves would be solved by joining my units into an army. Well, I've actually done that, and actually these units are currently in an army. Here, as you can see, I would have to click on Leave Army. So there, I'll separate them. Now you select all of them and you hit Join Army, and now they're all in one army, but that does not mean that they all move as one unit. They all still move separately on the battlefield the same way that they do now. So that doesn't really change that at all. They are still going to kind of operate the same way. Secret diplomatic negotiations. Oh, yes, please. Let's try and woo France. We're going to need them. All right, we should be able to go back and continue working on Continental Army now. And I should now have some new officers available to recruit. All we have is militia at the moment. Eventually, we'll probably have to disband some of the militia units in order to use those officers to recruit something better, but for now that's all we got. Definitely get some artillery going with them. So I've assembled an army of about 3,100 men under Benedict Arnold. We're going to try to move up using the Green Mountains as a screen so that these British soldiers don't see us. See if we can't get up at Quebec. It's going to be a long march. All right, our starving army is going to move on Quebec, which only has 150 defenders. My prestige, my reputation's down to 13, so we definitely have to take this and take it quickly. Oh boy. Some loyalists just showed up on the border here. That's all right, we're still going to take it. Oh. Come on, boys. Morale's low, money's low. We desperately need to take Quebec. Of course, I don't know what we're going to do once we take it. Garrison it and just hope for the best. Dang, how many men? He's only got 500. We can take him. All right, he's abandoned the city. We didn't have to fight the battle. So let's move in and grab these supplies and stuff real quick before they disappear on us. We'll have to garrison the city and then just figure out where we go from there. Come on, baby. We definitely need the bonus that comes with taking Quebec, which we're about to do. Okay, why did it not switch? Kind of strange. It was all but captured, and then it is kind of showing. There it goes again. That's really weird. We definitely need the money. I don't know why my army disbanded there. Loyalist-led border defense. Yeah, we get it. Why does it keep undoing my capture of Quebec? Oh, because I think he's got men that keep showing up in the middle of the city that I have to fight. That might be why. All right, Quebec is finally ours. I don't know what needs to happen to trigger the actual event there, but it definitely should be triggering. We've got 22 days on Continental Army. My reputation's down to 11, so I better get that reputation bonus in a hurry. There we go. Quebec is captured. 25,000 desperately needed in funds. 25 desperately needed reputation. Really probably kind of saved the American war effort to take Quebec at that moment in time as I have. So let's go ahead and upgrade our units that got perks here. And how are we doing? We are 21 days away from Continental Army. We're not going to spend any reputation to do that because we need every bit of that reputation right now. Well, now comes the fun part because we got to make our way out of Quebec. I'm going to try to make it down toward Montreal, but I doubt we got the manpower to take Montreal unless he has pulled the men out and moved them elsewhere. Because last I checked, he had a pretty substantial force there. Arnold's got, at the moment, only 2,200 men at his command. All right, looks like the British are going to actually fight us this time as we're making our way on the escape from Quebec. So we're starting to get our men into place. As always, the general starts way behind, so we've got to get him moved up to where he can actually make a difference. I think I'm going to merge these two units here. Here he comes. Again, this will get a lot better once we're no longer fighting with militia all the time. All right, I think we'll just sit tight. Pretty content with where we're at currently. I mean, I could probably march around and try to get into his flank a little more, but I'd rather keep the support behind these guys, especially since it looks like he's going to start falling back. Might not be a bad moment to charge. to turn my guns on these other units. And then I'm going to charge with these 3. He does have more coming up behind. Perfect. Alright, now we'll dig in right there. Let's bring up these units behind. Can we merge these two? We can. Alright, I am going to go ahead and bring these 2 units around. Beautiful. He's fleeing. Wouldn't mind continuing to pursue, but they're going to run so fast that I would just exhaust myself and probably not gain anything from it. King George III issued a proclamation formally declaring the American colonies to be in a state of rebellion. This proclamation marked a significant turning point in the relationship between the colonies and Britain. Yes, it does. Expanding American territory campaign. Okay. Capture Quebec. We already did that. Do I get to take it again? Did they take it back? Is that what we're saying here? Because it looks like it still belongs to me. So I'm not entirely sure what that's about. Maybe a little glitch in the matrix, so to speak. Alright, let's keep marching on 3 Rivers here. How long we got on the 15 days on the Continental Army? We can start getting some real soldiers finally. I think if we pursue this battle, he'll probably just run again. Yeah, we know there's loyalist militia at the border. I hope every time it says that, it's not adding that many more. Come on, boys. Well, there's some good news right there. In a stunning turn of events, reports from diplomatic sources indicate that France and Britain have officially entered a state of war. The tensions between them had been simmering for years, but it now appears that hostilities have erupted. That helps a lot. Well, unfortunately, while I've been off gallivanting to take Quebec, he has snuck around my defenses at Fort Ticonderoga and taken Saratoga and Albany back. So we're going to have to start dealing with that. I may have to send my general to go gather a force to deal with that. We are 6 days away from finally being able to recruit some decent units beyond just militia. And I've brigaded these units here to make them easier to move. So instead of 6 regiments, I'm moving 3 brigades, which make things a little easier. I tried to hit Norwalk, and a bunch of British troops ended up hitting that spot. So we're going to make our way back down to Lyman. These poor guys have been having to march and march and march, and it's just been a nightmare. Okay, here we go. So you can now create regular infantry regiments with fusilier and field artillery companies. You can elaborate more projects, so more company types become available, like skirmishers, elite infantry, howitzers, mortars, etc. A regiment with a good mix of company types is more efficient in battle than a regiment containing one type of companies. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so with that in mind, let's head back down to Hartford. Infantry regiment, baby. Oh, I'm so happy for this. Gonna finally get some Fusiliers. Still gonna only have civilian muskets, but just the type of unit alone is gonna be so much more effective on the battlefield for me. Very, very happy about this. We'll add some artillery as well. Oh, dang. I didn't know we could make them this big. This is really good news. Maybe. Maybe not. I guess we might have to remove the artillery for now. Awesome. All right, Benedict Arnold's going to make his move on Lyman. In the meantime, we're working on the Navy Department. Going to start trying to get a Navy going as best we can. But hopefully we can use our exhausted troops to take this here. I mean, we outnumber them 3-1. That doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot with the men we've got right now. I feel like maybe I ought to just fight it. All right, we're going to take Lyman. We've driven the British out of there. Fort Lovell's next. As we're making our way back down, I might actually try to cut over here to Hubbardton. Start trying to make our way back to retake Saratoga. We have a decent amount of men in Fort Rice. We're also building up a nice amount of men here in Hartford now that we're building up the strength in our infantry regiments. One of them's up to pretty much full strength now, our first, so I'm excited about that. I can't wait to take them out and use them in the field. Okay, so simultaneously, Benedict Arnold's about to march into Hubbardton and retake that, and I'm moving north out of Hartford toward Hatfield with 2 regiments of regular infantry now, who I think will do quite well in the field. I'm hoping that he'll let me fight, but I'm guessing he's going to retreat. Oh yeah, bring it on. Fight my regulars for a change. No more militia for you, sir. Militia are in the back at the moment anyway, so I am going to probably have to throw a few of them out here on the flanks, which is not the ideal location for militia, but let's get these regulars into action. Continentals, I guess you would call them. Why are we marching all the way into them? We don't need to do that. I do need to get some help over here on that side, though. One-on-one still not ideal, even with Continental soldiers. Oh, there goes the melee combat. That's right, buddy. We can go toe-to-toe with you now. Be better when I get some decent weapons. Alright, you guys stand right there. He does have artillery back there that's firing on me. Keep firing away at them. There we go. Lovely. Okay, so I'm feeling a little better about things now that we're starting to get some real troops, now that we're winning some victories. Now what we've got to do is we've got to start going after some of our objectives. We could retake Quebec again, which we lost, but honestly, Boston's the big prize right now. So we'll work on our intelligence. We'll start focusing all of our efforts for both of our main forces toward Boston and see if we can't get a few more regular infantry units build up, and then we'll go for that. But Navy Department's 2 days away. We'll go ahead and unlock that, and then I think we'll wrap up this episode. And then next episode will be all about retaking Boston. You can now develop a formidable navy to disrupt the British maritime commerce and intercept the shipments of British supplies and reinforcements. In order to start developing the Continental Navy, you need to have shipyards for building ships. You also need naval guns and cloth production to equip them. All right, so let's go back to our commander-in-chief, our project tree. Dragoons would be really nice to have. Minutemen skills. I don't think building forts is necessarily something we need to worry about too much. Guards company over here. We've got some new generals that could be possibly available. There's Nathaniel Green down there. Baron von Steuben. All right, I think we're going to go... this route here for now. You can see here we're working on an equipment committee, 15 days. Hunter rifle, 128 days away. There is raise. Actually, you know what? That's not a bad idea for now because we're almost out of money again. I'm thinking raise funds is only a 12-day project. That's probably the way to go. We do have officer recruitment available again, but I want to go for raise funds first. So we'll wrap it up right there. We have no income right now. I have no idea why we have no income. But, oh, the British are coming after Hartford. Okay. Where the heck did I send my general? Oh, he's here. Okay. So let's send the house down to go deal with them. I mean, literally send everyone. But not my generals first, obviously. Oh, that we just got driven out of Hartford. Okay. So we're going to have a big battle to deal with here to get them back. All right, well, before we get into this battle, I think we'll wrap it up right there, and that'll just be where we start. The next episode will be with the battle, a major battle for Hartford between us and a pretty substantial British force. If we can retake Hartford, get ourselves established, get some decent weapons and some decent troops, then we'll start thinking about a move on Boston. Let me know your thoughts. Use the comment section below, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.